Today, we are doing something from the Ghana Health Service again, and it has to do with the World Neglected Tropical Diseases Day. I'm sure there are some tropical diseases you may have heard of, others you haven't heard of them at all. Are they still in Ghana? What is being done about it? How can you contract these diseases, and what can be done to prevent it, among other things that we're having conversation on set today. So in studio is Matthew Owusu, who is Health Promotion Officer from the Ghana Health Service, and we also have Dr. Agana Insiri, who is the focal person from the Anisvad Foundation that's also supporting this whole move. So we're having conversations with them, and also you can join us with your thoughts, submissions, and comments. You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Let's start straight. The well-neglected tropical diseases. Let's start with the tropical diseases. What are some of the tropical diseases to you, Matthew?
Okay, thank you very much. Before I start, let me extend my greetings to viewers of CTTV this morning.
That's ChannelOne TV.
ChannelOne
branded.
Yeah, ChannelOne TV. Thank you for the correction. When we talk about NTDs, or the neglected tropical diseases, there are a group of diseases, about 21 diseases globally. So out of these 21 diseases, about 14 are found in Ghana here. And these diseases are preventable, they are manageable, and they can be treated if found early. These diseases mostly they don't cause pains at the beginning, but they can cause severe disability at the later stage or in a long term. So generally, these diseases are mainly found in the tropical area, and they affect about 1.5 billion people worldwide.
Wow.
And out of that, about 40% of such people, or those affected, are in Africa. So that is the NTD for you. Some of them are, what you call it, the elephantiasis. As you all know, call it lymphatic filariasis, or the locally know as elephantiasis. We also have onco, which is also known as river blindness. We have blood in urine, or bilharzia. That is the one that mostly we know. We also have leprosy. We have ears, we have scabies, and a lot of them. So there are about 14 diseases that can be found in Ghana here. Thank you.
So the 14 that can be found in Ghana, and 21 globally. But which of them are prevalent in the country now that you can talk about?
Okay. Currently, as we are speaking, is out of the 14, about 3 that has been eliminated. The eliminated ones are guinea worm. We have the one that we know it as sleeping sickness.
With the cheetahfly.
With the cheetahfly. Mostly we call it human African trypanosomiasis. So we also have trachoma. It used to be an eye disease. These ones have been eliminated. But out of that one, we have elephantiasis, which is still existing in Ghana, though the cases, the incidence has been reduced, but it's still there. We are still doing surveillance and such. We have Bruley ulcer, which is also in Ghana. We have scabies, which is also in Ghana. We have ears. We have onco, the river blindness. We have worms, the common worms, or the soil-transmitted helminth that you know. We also have the blood in urine, and many more. So out of the 14, is only 3 that has been eliminated. The remaining 11 are still on course and active.
All right, so when you say only 3 has been eliminated in Ghana, what was done right for it to be eliminated? And why can't whatever that was done, be translated into the remaining 11?
Thank you very much. The 3 that was eliminated, I would say that the Ghana Health Service, and as a country, has a program that you do a lot of sensitization We do a lot of treatment. We have mass treatments, regiment or mass treatment program that we do go to the community and we take the areas that are endemic to the disease or the areas where the disease is prevalent. Then we administer medication to the whole community or the mass there. So through that one, I think the program, the 3 diseases were able to be eliminated, and we are continuing. The remaining ones too, the burden has been reduced. For instance, we used to have about 116 districts that were having elephantiasis. That the transmission was active there. Now it has been reduced to about 2. When you go to Onko, which is the river blindness, it has also, the burden has also been reduced in Ghana. Schisto and the worms, the burden has also been reduced, but they are also found in around all the countries. But as it used to be, the burden has been reduced. The same thing applies to leprosy, brucellosis, and other things. All these ones we have program for them, but the condition, the disease is grouped into 2. You have the one that we call it the chemotherapy, chemopreventive cases. They are the elephantiasis, they are the river blindness, and the schisto or the blood in urine. This one we do the mass treatment. And then we have the case management. Those ones, we fund the case, we identify the cases, individual cases, and then we manage them and we treat them. They are the leprosy, they are the bluriosa, they are the yaws, they are the scabies, and the rest. So that is so far what the program is doing to ensure that globally we have a target that by 2030, these diseases must be eradicated around the world. So Ghana, we are on course and we are doing our best. That's why we need to always advocate for it and speak for it.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of things are happening in 2030.
Yeah.
A lot of things should be eradicated by 2030, especially when it comes to the SDG.
Yeah.
Everything is looking at 2030. But right now, when you look at your data, which areas in Ghana, so can you share some of the areas in Ghana that have that have the prevalency of some of this issues, like let's say elephantiasis, which part has more of it, or scabies, which part has more of it?
Okay, thank you. I won't be specific to any district or any community, but mostly some of the diseases are in the geographical area locations. So for instance, when you come to Onko, where there are fast flowing waters, these areas are breeding place for the organism that cause the river blindness.
The river blindness.
So those areas is predominantly by the black flies.
Oh yeah, the black flies.
The black flies.
The big one.
No, the black flies, they are small,
because
very small.
The tiny ones.
Is it the tiny ones? Because last time we saw the big ones in the studio. The big black flies.
No, not that
came
one.
to a studio.
No, it didn't come to our studio. It was used for something. It was used for
for
something.
Okay, these
an
ones are
experiment.
very small.
Right.
So they bite and then they transmit.
They bite.
Yes, they bite you.
They're not like the normal flies we see.
Oh, they are like, they are flies. Let me say they are flies, but they are not big as, I don't know the magnitude of.
Okay, can we see it? Is it visible to the eye? That's why.
Yeah, it's visible to the eye.
Oh, okay.
It's visible to
So
the
it's
eye.
not like
They are
about a quarter, you can say a quarter of the normal fly.
Oh, okay. So it's not like sandfly that you can't see.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not like the house
It's
fly that you
powerful.
Yeah,
but
okay.
You can
So
see it.
so those who live along the fast flowing rivers, mostly in local dialect we call it Nkontia. So I don't know whether if I've heard those things. When you go to the tropical or the forest zones, it's mostly there, and those areas are predominantly by the with these conditions. Then the elephantiasis is being spread by the normal mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So wherever that mosquito goes, that condition also goes. But we have done a lot of work that we have transmit. We have been able to stop the transmission or they break the transmission in many districts that now the mosquito can bite, but they don't have the infective organism in them. So even when they bite you, the possibility that you get it is very minimal. But those that have already been affected, when you get it, is for life. It causes the disability for life, and you have to live for it for a long period or throughout your life or stay. So those people are still in the system, and then you can find them around, those with the big legs and the other deformities. So they are there, but doesn't mean that the organism is in them. It's the cause that has already been because that they are still exhibiting it.
So Matthew, you've spoken enough. Let's come to Dr. Agana, Anisvad Foundation. What is the foundation about?
It's about these neglected tropical diseases. So first of all, let me add my voice to my son. I'm actually here to back him up.
Okay.
You know, he is the main person.
Okay.
I left the service 12 years ago.
12 years ago. Wow.
So I think all this is saying I'm also learning here.
Oh, okay.
But NSBAT is a foundation, a non-governmental
Organization, yeah.
organization,
Yeah.
development organization based in Spain, Bilbao. And they have been in existence for 60 years, and they have been in Ghana for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
They first entered specifically on Bruley ulcer. And of course, they also have, you know, sensitivity, some preference for gender. They are very gender sensitive. Now they have increased it from Bruley ulcer to all the skin NTDs. As he explained, we have the preventive chemotherapy NTDs, and then you have the skin or case management NTDs. Mainly the leprosy, the yaws, the Bruley ulcer, the leishmaniasis, these are the case management. One of the preventive ones, like the elephantiasis, when it has become the lesion, it is now a case management
Issues.
Thank you very much. So that is the interest area of NSVAT. These people are so deprived. They are among the most, you can imagine a person with leprosy. They are among the most deprived, that NSVAT focuses on those people to say that their policy is the right to health. So these people must have health as much as anybody else, you and me. So that is NSVAT.
Wow.
And that's our area of interest.
And with what you have also gathered in the various communities, and your target is on neglected diseases.
Yeah.
Which of the diseases do you think have been neglected? He said 49 in the country, 3 out of the system now. So does it look like all 11 have been neglected, or which of them will you say have been neglected?
You see, the term neglect is actually to raise awareness to these conditions which belong, as he said, mostly poor people. Okay? As we are sitting down, a lot of people out there, because they can't cry out, or they cry out, nobody hears them. So somebody coined the term neglected in order to push governments
Attention.
and donors' attention. Okay. As we say, he's already mentioned a lot of them. In the skin area, it is this leprosy.
Okay.
You will say it's not neglected because there has been work on leprosy since the 1940s. And now Ghana is declared to have eliminated leprosy, but we still have numbers of cases. Bruley ulcer is one of them. Leishmaniasis is a less known one, but it's one of them. Yours is one of the skin entities. I have worked more in the skin entities.
Okay.
Okay. So these are still there. As is mentioned, these are still, they have added new ones like this the snake bite and rabies. That's the poisonous snake bites and rabies, and a few others, scabies. But the major terrible ones are what we have mentioned: leprosy, yaws, Brule ulcer, elephantiasis, leishmaniasis. And they are still here and there. If you don't mind my daughter asked, is leprosy still there? I wish you will go out with me one day.
Oh, wow.
To go around.
To which of the regions?
Almost everywhere they are reporting cases, but as I've told you, we have declared Ghana to have eliminated leprosy, in the sense that we measure it like, if in a population of 10,000, you are only able to see one case of leprosy, then we say we don't have much of a problem of leprosy. So countrywide, if you make that divisions, you will see Ghana to have eliminated leprosy. But there are certain focal areas. Currently, the two main focal areas is the Upper West region. Okay. And then Upper East region. Wa and Bongo for some time have been, but I think Bongo now has also markedly managed it. But you go to Volta region, you go to Ashanti, all the regions, you will see districts where you see cases here and there, all right? And she says, is it still there? Now, imagine she were the president of Ghana. I mean, she wouldn't be thinking about it, because for her,
it's gone.
It's gone, okay? That is where the neglect comes from.
Okay.
So because they don't give resources to these places, and because they can't talk, and because the media
has also not given attention to it.
So you see the sources of neglect. So we are actually here partly to advocate. The team you know is Unite, Act, Eliminate. The Unite is calling on government, on the media, on me, on you, on donors, some of whom have taken themselves out. USAID used to be the biggest donor for all these, and they helped. And can you imagine that elephantiasis used to be prevalent in 117 districts? They have worked it down. Only 2 districts are left that are endemic, and they have moved out.
Wow.
Now, if we don't work to finish it off, then after some years, all these will start coming back. And you see that we have, you understand? That is why the team is calling for unity of everybody, action, everybody. We will do our part, the media will do your part, the government will do their part.
Okay, so let's come to how an individual can get these diseases. So 11, let's start with elephantiasis before we move to the next and the next and the next. Let's start with elephantiasis.
Okay, thank you. When you come to elephantiasis, the main mode of transmission is by the bite of mosquito.
Wow.
The common mosquito that you know, the one that causes malaria. So in some way we say that if you have ever gotten malaria, then it's possible that you can develop elephantiasis, because it's the same organism that transmits though the organisms that causes them is different. But it's the same fly that transmit them. So it's possible that as is transmitting the malaria to you, it must also carry the elephantiasis organism. So that is it. And then we come to the
But wait, before you go to the next one, the elephantiasis, right? Why is it prevalent in certain places? It's all mosquitoes. That's what you said.
Yes,
mosquitoes.
please.
The same mosquitoes in Wa, the same mosquitoes in, say, Accra. So why is it more prevalent in those places if it's the same mosquitoes? Are they doing something wrong, or are we doing something right? Say, are we eating better? Say, are we using more cleaner water? Something like we need to know.
Okay, thank you. These mosquitoes you must get repeated bites.
Okay.
So mostly those are the rural area and the peripheral. They are having a lot of the mosquitoes. And then it also depends upon the cases in the area. Because when the cases in the area is high, it's possible that the mosquitoes will be infected. If the mosquito doesn't have the organism in it, it means when it bites you, it cannot give you the organism. But when there are a lot of people who have the organism in them,
right,
then it means that most of them will be infected.
Right.
And one funny thing about elephantiasis is that most of the cases that you see them around, the organism has come into their system and gone.
Oh, right.
So it's a terminal, let me say, a terminal effect of the infection. You can get the infection, you will not even know. It will develop about 15 years later.
Wow.
Most of the NTDs, that is one thing that makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that when you get, it's not like malaria like about 1 month time or 2 weeks time when you are being bitten by the mosquitoes, then the signs and symptoms set in. That's why you don't see anything unless maybe random blood sampling, then you can find that you have the organism in you. You won't feel anything.
So when you find out that you have the organism in you and maybe your leg is not yet swollen, can it be tackled?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a medication. That's why we do the mass drug administration. The drug can kill the organism in you when the signs and symptoms are not setting. So when they come into your system, they destroy the lymphatic tissue. When we talk about the lymphatic tissue, let me bring it out. That is the tube, let me say the tube in your system where the water flow through your. So they destroy it. So as your body transport fluid to the lower part of your body or the end part of your body, it's supposed to carry it back to the heart and then recycle it. But when it gets to the extremities, it can't go again. Then it stays. So then it comes to the, so all these swellings that you see is the accumulation of the fluids.
So if your leg is swollen as a result of elephantiasis, nothing can be done about it, or something can be done about it.
If it's swollen, you have something that we call it acute attack. The swelling itself, even though it's a problem, it's not a problem on its own. We have something that we call it attack. The attack, periodically, they feel severe pains.
Wow.
And then they develop sore.
Oh, that's why you have the sores.
Yes.
You have sore around the leg.
Yes. And it leaks.
So that makes it very painful. Very, very, very painful. So when you see that you have that, you have a way of managing it so that attack
does not happen,
or even will be reduced drastically.
But the swollen leg will not go.
The swollen leg is not easy to reverse it.
What about the compression socks? It can't work for it?
It can work. Though if you do the compression socks with that, doing we have different method that you have to do. That one, but even the compression socks cannot reduce it to the normal
side.
So that is one thing. So you don't need to let it develop to that stage. And mostly in Africa, our problem is the superstition.
Yeah.
As soon as you see it, because it doesn't come out once. When you see anybody with such leg, it didn't develop just one day. It started gradually, but mostly we attribute it to superstitions. By the time that we see that, it's out of hand, then it means that it has grown big, that it becomes a burden to the person, a burden to the family, a burden to the society, and as a country, the country as a whole.
So in a way to prevent it, you need to stay away from mosquito bites.
Yes, that's one way. And then also you have to take your mass drug administration seriously.
Mass drug administration.
The areas that we have identified as endemic, you do go there to give mass drug administration.
Can you tell us some of these areas so we can be careful?
Mostly.
Now you're trying to make
somebody is very scared. Eh?
Well, you know, some of these things, in as much as you are talking about it and people are watching,
Yeah.
you need to really immerse yourself into it.
To be part of it.
Yeah, so that you
definitely.
know which places at least people can really get the needed help and where, how you can also prevent yourself.
Yourself.
Mind, we are humans. So,
So,
we need to also find
so the
ways.
number one prevention is to prevent yourself from mosquito bites.
Yes.
That is one. And then the areas, so now currently at first it used to be about 116 districts.
Yeah, you said
As currently we have the mass drug administration for the LF in the Wenchi and the Nkransa area. These are the two areas that we have the mass drug administration for the elephantiasis. We do give them some medication. But for the other conditions like LF, the onco, the river blindness, for that one we have them in so many of the about 160 districts. Though at times it's not the whole districts. You look at the districts, some of the districts have been divided into, in health we have sub-districts. They have been subdivided into what you call a sub-municipal or sub-metros. So in the district we have sub-districts. So we do treat those areas. And so when the most important thing is that when you hear that there is mass drug administration, you have to take it serious. If you are in the area, you have to take the opportunity to take the medication, because you might not tell, you can't tell whether you have the organism in you. So that when you have the organism in you, it kills it and it doesn't grow to develop the condition.
Yeah.
Because when you develop the conditions, you suffer for it.
Wow. So that's it. These are where the vaccination, or you are doing the drive to also prevent it. But I want to find out from you which areas in this country, as like you would find people risk also they are prone to the elephantiasis, or the risk there is very high.
The elephantiasis. So as I was saying, currently, where the focus is the two districts that I mentioned.
Okay, so that these are the districts that you've mentioned. For which reason you are taking your vaccines there?
Yeah. Okay. So but we were having
They are
about
actually
116
drugs. They are not vaccines.
drugs.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are drugs.
Or medicines.
Medication.
Okay.
Let me say medication.
Okay.
So they are we have about 116 districts, but now
It's been reduced.
that it has been reduced to two. So it means the other 116, yes, if you are there, you can get, but it's not
As prevalent.
as prevalent as
Okay.
the
So we are safe. Is that it?
But I have a very serious question. That was from what he was saying.
Okay.
Now that US aid is not there, what's going to happen?
Maybe Doc, you can take
yeah,
that question.
What's happening? How are you going to be getting some of these drugs?
Okay.
Thank you. Is it going to come from your pockets? Is it going to come from the government coffers? What's going to happen?
Okay.
Actually, this is the Director General of the Ghana Health Service. As I told you, I'm only I'm working for a small donor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But significant, because he has worked here for 30 years. I'm saying small because we have 261 districts in this country. But we are working, supporting the government in only, as of now, 26 districts. And our focus is on rule ulcer, leprosy, yaws, and now leishmaniasis. That is where NSVAD is focusing. What happens to the 261 minus 26 districts? Of course, they are also supporting some NGOs, local CSOs, in a number of districts and communities, but it doesn't cover all. So your question is very, very pertinent. And the answer is obvious. The government has the first responsibility for the health of its citizens. That is non-negotiable. The government currently pays salaries and infrastructure and other things, and looks to somehow donors to supplement. We have been fortunate for some time to have had big donors like USAID.
Yeah.
We used to call it DFID or something, the British. But with USAID moving out, there is a big vacuum.
Yeah.
So it means government has to come in and come in strongly, both for what? Infrastructure and payment of salaries,
Wow.
and operational costs for all that they are doing, the mass drug administration and all those things, which is government needs to come in strongly, okay? Then they have tried this in various places. I remember Professor Pumpong when he was setting up the cardiac heart center,
Yeah.
I think they made appeals to citizens, okay? And the calculation always is, if one person, every Ghanaian, is contributing even 1 cedi, we'll have 33 million
32 million cities. Yeah.
cedis. So if this year we say, okay, we are contributing 1 cedi each, and we are focusing on NTDs, we will have 33 million cedis,
200
which is
entities.
far more than all the donors have been given. All right. Well, if you add the drugs and other things. So I think we have an opportunity to do something for ourselves, okay? And this is one of the things we are living in the laps of the media, okay? We keep ringing this, that we can work together to do it. For me, donors are incidental. They must have interest. If they don't have interest, you can't depend on them.
Yeah.
Okay? So I think let's look to ourselves. There are big companies in Ghana, corporations and other things who can also come in, to do their bit. Yeah.
Matthew, you want to add something to it?
Yeah. So as he was saying, that's right. USAID used to be our key financier, but now, as they are no more there, we have other organizations that have also come, but it's not at that enough. We have such savers. They are doing well. They are supporting the NTD program. The elephantiasis that we were saying is not only the legs that you can see. You have one that we call it hydrocele. Yeah, that's the swelling of the scrotum.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
The one that you call, when we were young, we used to call it.
That's
you see,
different.
hernia doesn't grow big like the one that we call it football case, like case 5. The scrotum become very big. That
Oh, I think I've seen it
yeah.
on.
We call it hydrocele.
I think I've seen it on a mentally challenged person.
So yeah, the scrotum become very big that they can't wear.
It's actually very big. They cannot wear anything.
That's elephantiasis.
Yeah, it's one of the elephantiasis conditions. If it doesn't affect the leg, it can affect the legs, it can affect the arm,
arms, yeah.
it can affect the scrotum, it can also affect the breasts.
Yeah, but
Yes. So almost all the extremities it can affect it. So currently SAS Service is doing well. They are helping us do surgery for some of the affected people. And then the LF that we are saying, they are also helping us in one way or the other. But we are appealing to all other corporate institutions, as you were saying, that they can also come in on board. We have World Vision, which is also helping, and other NGOs that also come. So we are but the fund is not enough. How the program want to go, because of the target of eliminating it by 2030, it's a big goal that you need to work on it, because when Ghana is free of these conditions, like me and you will not sit here and then contemplating on whether we are safe or not.
But
So
if one condition is taken each year, so right now we have about 4 years to get to 2030. 30. If one or two conditions are taken each year, do you think we'll get there?
Yeah, you see, when you take one or two cases a year, it means that you are, because you cannot use 1 year to, stop the it's a long-term process.
Right.
So you cannot take them one. So we are working towards all of them, so that those areas that what we need to do, so that at least by 2030, if not eliminating all of them, most of them will have been eliminated and will be free from those conditions.
Wow, this is interesting. So, no, you said by 2030 we should get there.
Yeah.
Do you think we can get there? Are we doing something right that can get us there by 2030? Because what you are saying is very scary.
Yeah, it's very scary because you know, like the whole SDG plan is for us to eradicate a lot of things before 2030. Is Ghana ready? Do you think we are ready? Because we also have to deal with the issue of water. We also have to deal with the issue of galamsey, clearing our environment. We also have to deal with gender issues. There are so many things we have to accomplish this whole 2030.
So can we get?
Are we ready?
So I would say it's nice that you have brought up this. You see, health issue is not in the hands of only the health workers. As you have mentioned, all those areas that you mentioned, they form part of the health.
Yeah.
So if you're able to deal with all of them, it means that we are heading towards the right path. As at now, I would say we are on course. We are praying that we will get there, but we need to do a lot, because there are a lot that we have to work on. As you were saying, NTDs, it cut across.
Yeah.
Because sanitation, water issue, even nutrition comes in. Because when we eat well, that's where we build our immunity, and then we're able to resist most of the diseases. As we are working here, there are a lot of organisms that are in us, or most of the disease conditions that we have, but they have not come up because of our immunity. So if you're able to, and not all the time that you get the organism and then it will manifest to the disease. Because of your immunity, some may get the infection, but it will never grow to become the disease. So if you're able to eat well to boost our immunity.
Wow.
So as we are saying, we are on course. We are doing a lot, and we are trying our best. So we need support. We need all hands on desk, so that we need to come together. That's why I said that let's unite. You are not leaving anyone behind, because even protecting yourself is a way of supporting because when you protect yourself, it means that you make sure that you are not being infected, and then you protect other one. Because if you are not infected, it means that when even the organism, the mosquito come and bite you, it will not transmit the organism to another person. So it's a way of protecting it. So protecting oneself is the starting of the prevention of the disease.
Okay, Matthew, thank you. Dr. Anaga, just briefly, your final words.
Agana.
Yeah. Just briefly, your final words, then we wrap up on this.
Okay, I would say, if we had an elephantiasis case here, person here, with the legs and all, he'll be talking and smiling with us, because he doesn't want to make us feel bad. But when he goes to sleep in the night, a leprosy patient, brutal ulcer patient, there are pictures here. If I wish you had time to show these kinds of things. When they go to sleep in the night, they are always. She doesn't want to look.
It's okay.
You don't want to look. They are always praying in the night to God. Why me? That is their prayer to God. Why me? And I always say that prayer to God, God's answer is to you, me, and all concerned.
It's through all of us, yeah.
Who are yet comfortable and free to answer that prayer for God. So for media, we have come to leave with you what the issue is, the voiceless and what they are suffering from. We need you to take it up and push until responsible people react. They are appealing to government. They are doing a lot. Government is the final stop for the health of its people.
Right.
Okay, and we are appealing to all of us. If we decide that we will dedicate 1 cedi a year, every year we'll be getting
33 million.
African tourism.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Agana Nsire, who's a vocal person for ANSVAD Foundation, and also Mr. Machi Owusu, who's Health Promotion Officer at Ghana Health Service. Thank you so much. It was really nice of us having this conversation on Neglected Tropical Diseases Day. And I'm sure you've heard it, ladies and gentlemen. So if there's any way you can help, if you're thinking of them and you were touched by the story, and even surprised as we were, because this is the first time that we are hearing some of these names and how they affect a lot of people, and realizing that there are people here in Ghana that are living with these conditions and need our help. If you're touched in any way, please let us know. You can hit our producers up, and then they will also reach out to them and, you know, get the needed help that they want.